Good evening. It's the Golden Rose here with a late night card pull for my wonderful collective. Let's see where the energies are tonight. What energies is my collective currently in? Oops. Come back here and clear under the table. All right, first up we have Thanatos. And the Queen. Okay, so Thanatos is death, which is also rebirth, resurrection energies. Whenever there is death present, that means that yes, something is ending, something is being cleared out, but that is to make way for something else to come in. I am going to center those up here. And then we have the Queen, which is the Empress energies. So these are very fertile energies. The Queen is the Empress, which this Queen represents, is all of the other queens in the tarot deck combined. So this is being in charge of your kingdom, ruling your roost, being in touch with your feminine energies, and understanding what it means to be receptive and open, but also because Divine Feminine does need to know how to code switch into her masculine. A queen would know how to do that also. So she is able to know when to be like a gentle, receptive listener and also switch into the masculine energies when she needs to use the resources at hand to look after her kingdom. She's protective. She's nurturing. Okay, so there is an ending and the Queen. Sounds a little bit alarming. There's a resurrection and rebirth into Queen energies. So what are the currents to do my crown and root method of tapping into the energies? What are the astrological currents along with Thanatos that are guiding the energies around my collective? We need a little bit more clarification on what the rebirth of this Queen is within. Okay. Leo, the extrovert. So there's a resurrection into visibility. No longer being able to hide. Sorry, I'm reaching over the camera. I'm going to pull a little bit more. This is the root portion of it. So the astrological current I view like the river. Crown down the energies that are coming down into the body. This one is an elemental deck, which I view as Gaia's influence, the ground, the root, and up coming into the body. So between the two, I view it as crown and root. And those are the energies external to us that are also processed and channeled within the body. So they are part of our somatic experience. So what are the rooting energies? It is the ground beneath the collective's feet that are helping guide these Leo energies, these Thanatos energies for this Queen. Okay. Marine life, abundance, richness is what the card says. But you're being led into your abundance. So this was a rebirth. You've stepped into your power and your feminine authority, right? You've mastered those energies. So you have touched and resurrected the feminine current within you. Which means for a lot of us, you've likely found your voice. You found your authority, you've stepped into sovereignty, but you've also addressed your shadow, and now you are being called out to speak and share with others. I would gather, and because I'm getting it because I think of like a school of fish, right? So you've got Leo the extrovert, you're in charge of a kingdom, this rich marine life, you're going to be guiding a kingdom, schooling and teaching and being a leadership example for others coming out of this. Okay. So those are the external influences. Crown and root. Learning how to step into our power. Part of this, if you have been in hermit energies, which a lot of the death and resurrection energies lead to, this is also leading to community. So once you step into your authority and your leadership and your sovereignty, and you start speaking and becoming visible, you'll draw people who are attracted to the energy that you are putting out there. But you have to step out and be visible first, right? Which means you have to step into your sovereignty. So where are these energies taking us? What is the goal? What are we getting prepared for? Eyes of the eagle, being able to rise above the fray. To me, that is having the ability to remain comfortable in the uncomfortable, right? So not easily moved to reaction. You know how to find your calm center. So when other things are in chaos, and in our society right now, there's a lot of chaos, you have the ability to shift your perspective to the larger or the smaller perspective. The eye of the eagle is saying larger, but you can also shift your perspective to be able to hone in on things if you're seeing that something is being ignored. So I see the ability to shift perspective, tap back into your values and your center, and not be hauled along with just popular opinion, being able to choose your own path. Dances on one foot, balancing act. We had 3 come out. The wailing tree, reconciliation, right? You're coming out and being able to rise above the fray and see from the larger perspective is going to allow you enough sight to be able to help repair damage that may be in relationship, watchers, or transpersonal. This is relationship repair, learning how to balance. You've had a death and a rebirth. You've stepped into your sovereignty, your authority, your authenticity. You're now coming out into community, and you're beginning to find your tribe. I would say you're already out here building community. You are already in these energies. You've got far-reaching perspective. You're balancing, and you're really heading towards being able to turn all of this energy from your past and from what you've overcome. This I take as like the lighthouse, right? Like you are shining as the lighthouse for others. So I'm not going to look at this as any of like the watcher, or that you have anyone watching you. The one who is always watching you is your own subconscious, which is why this is really important, that you have the ability to rise above any fray and find balance within yourself. What sovereignty is, because your subconscious is the one that is clocking your self-betrayals. Your subconscious is the one that knows if you are living in alignment with your values. Like if you are allowing people to treat you poorly and less than you are worth. Are you setting boundaries where you need them, or are you not? So that is the watcher, is our subconscious. You can view it other ways, but for the purposes of this reading, I really want to focus on real and practical that anybody could impact and understand. I'll leave the spiritual and those other interpretations up to, sorry about my speaker again, up to your own understanding. I happen to believe that there are forces as within, so without. So if there's a watcher within, there's a watcher without. But that is neither here nor there, because we are here to talk about the things that are within my ability to control, within your ability to control. And you can control your thoughts and your actions that influence your subconscious. And that is what you are learning to do here. So carrying forward, you're out with the community in the middle of all of this chaos and tribulation that is occurring within the community. Because you have done the work, you're going to be able to find balance in your center, and you're going to be able to help other people. You're going to shine as a lighthouse and help other people learn how to walk through chaos with the same grace and dignity that you did. And that is what I have for you tonight. Thanks.